What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer doing the deck profile and a little bit of extra gameplay bonus for this Guru control deck. It's kind of an updated list, not too crazy of a difference from the last time I did it, but I thought it's never a bad thing to just kind of go back over some cards. So, get the bricks out of the way: Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon. There's a couple substitutes that I'll talk about actually in a second, but you definitely want to play Dragoon. Unfortunately, it's very expensive. I got my copy like a long time ago, but also I only have one copy, so I probably won't be building this deck anytime soon for a few reasons. Mostly because Dragoon is like $90 and it's not even that good. But it's okay. It's really good in this deck, and this deck is like pretty decent. Anyways, Subterror Behemoth Ultra Mathis, I think it's called. Subterror Behemoth Umastrix, and then of course 3 Subterror Guru, 3 Fiendus. A lot of people play Archer. I don't know. I always take it out of the deck. I feel like these are better and very easy to get onto the field for the most part. Not really bricks. If you have like Fiendus in your hand, there's just so many ways. Like, you're going to be able to get to these cards. I wish this said flip target a card your opponent controlled, vanish it. That card would be absolutely nuts if it did. I'd love to see Guru get a few more main deck monsters and some new support. That'd be cool. I'm sure it'll happen at some point in time because this is a pretty old archetype. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Veiler. I don't know how good this card's going to be, but I feel like in this format specifically, it's pretty decent. Now, against like Trap Eldritch, obviously, pretty much a dud. But I think against most matchups, first of all, that you're going into, like Blind, this is good. It's good against like Albaz. If they open Brandon in red, I feel like you just kind of tip your cap and say, like, all right, GG's, you got it, right? When you try to, Effect Veiler the Rebellion or Albion, one of the two. I'm willing to accept that because if you do get the Effect Veiler to go through, it's really, really good. Just my opinion. 3 Red Eyes Fusion. I do like their main Harpy's Feather Duster right now, actually. It's super good against Albaz, especially when they set Brandon in red, like for the Chimera play. Like, it helps a lot. It gives you a possibility to break their board. 3 Pot of Extravagance. This card is affordable now, so that's really neat. Terraforming, but this is where it gets super expensive. So the 3 Dragoons, if you don't own any copies, and then the 3 Pot of Prosperity. Now, if you somehow own 3 Dragoons for whatever reason, like, you could also run the Red Eyes Spell Trap Searcher, which may be like an objectively better idea. I don't know. This is how I really like my deck list. I think having 2 like cards that do like have these much powerful effects, like your deck is just gonna look like your hands are gonna look similar every single duel, which is really a good thing. And Pot of Prosperity can search this so many times, and if you already have Red Eyes Fusion, this card becomes so much better than the Red Eyes Searcher. If that also makes sense, like if you were to activate Red Eyes Fusion and then you also had the card that searches it in your hand, well, then it's just a dud. Now, theoretically, obviously, it's just like discard fodder, which is pretty neat, but still. If you had infinite money, I would use this card instead. I like 1 copy of Cave Clash because it makes this a quick effect for reals, which I think is a good thing. 3 of the Hidden City, no surprises there. 3 Infinite Impermanence, 3 Subterror Final Battle, and then the 3 Summon Limit. So, really good. Like, if you get Red Eyes Fusion and Summon Limit out there, and something like Guru, like, I don't see how you're gonna lose that duel like 90% of the time. We'll go into the extra deck here. I do have a little bit of a like Dogmatica package because you just have like infinite space for the most part in your extra deck. So that's Makaba, which goes well with Nova because if Nova's sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon a Machine Fusion, excuse me, Elder, and then Attic Mister. 3 Red Eyes Dragoon because you want to have as many copies as possible. Again, pretty random cards. This could be like whatever you think is better, like Boral Sword Dragon, or maybe you want to side deck Cherries. I don't know. I mean, that would definitely be certainly a thing. Access Code Talker, Nightmare Unicorn. I wouldn't play Cherries though, for the most part, but Selene, Phoenix, and then all the Charmers. So I do run Selene because I do run Effect Veiler like normally. I don't just run 1 copy because Selene can help you go into Access Code Talker, which you never know, especially if you like start link climbing up. You could have like 2 pops with it, plus it's going to be like really big body, or you can go into something like Nightmare Unicorn as well off of this, which is also a good thing. So I think it's a decent little package in there. Onto the side deck, which I'm pretty happy about for the most part. Dimensional Barrier, evenly matched, I think is actually pretty good right now. Cosmic Cyclone, Artifact Lancia is very good, and then Nibiru. Pretty standard stuff. We'll go over those few replays. I like to do this every once in a while. Let's go show off this match against Altergeist. So control versus control. We'll see who comes out the better here. I don't think you can activate Solemn Strike on Red Eyes Fusion, actually. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get the Omni out. Of course, I've drawn both my bricks. At least I know I'm not going to draw into them now because I have both of them in my hand. Okay, so he's going to go for Multi-Faker. That's fine. He's going to try to use the effect. I'll go ahead and negate there. And then he's going to activate Solemn Strike. So I'm like, that's fine. If that's your last card, if you really want this to go through, then I'm fine because this has nothing. This card does nothing against Red Eyes Fusion. It's a really bad matchup for them. And I'm going to go ahead and pop his field. It's not going to be game, but I'm getting pretty close at this point. I do have an Omni Negate plus an Infinite Impermanence. Probably going to get the job done. I think I honestly should have just not activated. I don't know. This is just dumb. Because it's still going to be able to set a trap. So really, did I do anything at all? No. So that's just a stupid misplay by me. He's going to activate Pot of Prosperity. I think he's going to add Protocol, but it's not going to do anything because he doesn't have any Altergeist in his hand. So I'm just going to let that go through. That's perfectly fine. Multi-Faker, and then I'm just going to negate that. Then he's going to go ahead and special summon back Silquidus, which, okay, cool, good for you. And I already have an Omni Negate, but that's fine. I mean, if he's going to put this back to my hand, it doesn't do anything at all. So that was cool, being able to break a control board. And then this is basically where evenly matched wins you duels. I think it's sneakily good right now after this ban list. It could have just always been good, but I think a little bit more now than before. Okay, so Secret Village, I would have been dead actually without this card. Because one of my outs is Harpy's Feather Duster. But all right, I'm going to banish all of that, activate this, and then it's over. I also have the Search and then Pot of Prosperity. That's where this gets kind of wild. Now, I guess in theory, if you're playing this more budget, quote unquote, this could be the Red Eyes Fusion Searcher, which is really good in this scenario. So I don't know. This is the game against Black Wings, and I think if you can get set up against Black Wings, they're obviously just not very equipped to go second. Let's see how many hand traps he's playing. Maybe they're just all extenders. Fair enough, honestly. He's got the one Harpy's Feather Duster, which is pretty cool. But yeah, fair enough for sure. You don't run hand traps. Might as well just keep running extenders and see if you can just play through stuff. Because if you can go into your boss monster, how mad can you be, right? If you can go into full armor, that's certainly not a terrible thing. But I prevent him from secret summoning off the effect of, the new card Vada, which is pretty nice. Yeah, this is pretty sick. So he's going to try to go into a Synchro. I'm just going to go ahead and negate there. That's fine. Maybe he should have even just waited till next turn. I think I end up misplaying kind of a little bit here. But I'm just going to keep flipping these so all of these start, to come onto the field here. I don't know. I didn't really need to do that, but okay. But I'm going to go ahead and flip these two up, and that would have been 4,000. I think there probably was a path for lethal there, then I just didn't do it. Because I think this is 3,000. Yeah, I think I could have just put this up to 6,000 and just... No, I don't know. That's actually true. I'd have to think about that, but I think there probably was an actual path there. He's going to start having these attacks, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and negate there, and you're wondering, why would you do that? It's so that I can just use Final Battle, because I know he doesn't have any more resources, literally. So I'm just going to flip all these face down, and that's why I love having these both. Like I said, it's very easy to get them both on the field, so definitely not an issue. I'm going to go ahead and banish there, activate Guru, grab the Omni Negate, and that's definitely enough for lethal. Pretty cool there. This is against a pure generator, which I love the generator archetype, so definitely wanted the opportunity to do something like this. Effect Veiler and DD Crow, two cards that do absolutely nothing, which super sucks, right? That's nothing worse than having a hand trap that doesn't do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and, banish this. He's going to special summon a generator. That's cool. I'm just going to go ahead and accidentally go into the defense position. Oops. You can't activate this in chain because it hasn't really been summoned yet. It's kind of in that weird portal in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where my effect goes first through, and then he could start a new chain, but that doesn't happen because I did destroy it. And then Pot of Prosperity can hopefully find me Hidden City. It doesn't, which is, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and put an attack position for the Omni Negate to be online, and I already have another Omni Negate too, so can't really do anything there. Unfortunately, a lot of the generator monsters stink really badly. That's why I play that really small invoked engine. or generator engine in that Invoke Dogmatica deck, which I think is pretty decent. But okay, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.